And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Discovery 1 FIFA Royale 2023. It's me, Zain, again, casting here with you. And I've got none other than Zine with me back here at the second day of the round 16. Zine, how do you feel about the second day?
Oh my God, I'm hella excited, man. And it's always a pleasure to be here and working with these people. And today we have an amazing match coming up. That's going to be against RVxGTR versus Tamimyo. And it's going to
Yes.
be a blast. And I think they're going to go for the PSG versus France setting. And that's going to be even more exciting. Both the teams will have the meta players and everything. It's going to be pretty good to watch. And I think our viewers are going to enjoy it pretty well as well.
Yes, and like we said, like the first day we had the same setup, PSG versus France, and it was pretty one-sided game. Like it was pretty unexpected. The first leg was okay. The second leg, the guy literally brutally dominated the other guy, and that was something like really unexpected. But yeah, what do you think? We're gonna see the same thing again? Maybe PSG dominating over France, or this time around, maybe France dominating over PSG this time.
Yeah, I think honestly we can't actually predict what's gonna happen. It depends entirely on the players because the teams they will give you a slight advantage, but the players it comes down to their skills and how they want to play the match. Some players have the tendency to skip the first match, just play casual and see what their opponent has to offer, and then they go for the entirety on the second match. And as we can see, the tournament brackets, we can already see the first match of round of 16 it has been dominated by other Chelsea 08, and the second match of the round of 16 has been dominated by Raz 10907. And the second match, it was a pretty competitive match. Both the players like Hirayat, he had an opportunity to come back, but unfortunately in the nick of time he couldn't do it. And we are moving onto our third match, which is between RVxGTR and Tamimyo. So this match I think is going to be more exciting than the previous matches we have had.
Yes, it is, and it looks pretty intense as well. Because, like you said, like the last match too, I was there. I saw the first leg, and it was something that was really amazing because Raz he had the first leg all by himself. Like I think he scored two goals, and in the nick of the last moment, he scored the last goal, which was 2-0. And in the second leg, he played under a lot of pressure. Right, played under a lot of pressure, but he managed to score one goal, and I think it was 1-1 at some point. And then Raz bounced back and scored two more goals, and that kind of scored in the jacket.
If I do tell you something, the first goal was scored in 3 minutes of the game. That was already putting the pressure on Razbai. He managed to bounce back and do his thing. But enough talk about yesterday. It's time to look forward to what we have today. And it is none other than Tamimyo playing against RVxGTR. And it's going to be an amazing match.
Yes, and it's played in none other than PSG Stadium.
And with that, we're gonna be moving onto the match in a bit, and it's gonna be phenomenal. I'm very much excited for this match.
Yes, indeed, and like I said, it's gonna be another classic PSG versus France game where we see like obviously Frenchman here, Frenchman there, Mbappe running here, Mbappe running there. We see a score from Mbappe. What do you think?
Well, if I talk about the probability, it's a high chance because he is the striker, and both teams have there's two Mbappe playing in one match. He's bound to score at least from either of the sides, and I think we're gonna be seeing it. And if you look at the PSG setting, they're going for I missed it, but I think it was going for a narrow play. I think it's gonna push through, and it's gonna be a good scene. But again, PSG versus France, that's a match we look forward to. Like even yesterday, it was a very good match.
Yes, indeed, and well, as we can see, we can already see the players coming up, showing up in front of us here, which is none other than obviously the great players of France who have secured to win the grand finale of 2018, also make it to the grand finals. And so they are nothing to be taken light of. They are almost as equal as the elite team from Elite
Yeah,
One.
so due to some difficulties, we're facing a bit of problems. So we're gonna go for a very short break. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back in a while.
Glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Discovery One FIFA Royale 2023. We are extremely sorry we faced a bit of technical difficulties, but it's not gonna keep us captivated, and we're just gonna go right into our match in a bit. So yeah, Zion, back to you.
Yes, and I've been waiting. We've been waiting. We all been waiting for the game, and we're finally here to play. And we're finally here to go. The game between France versus PSG. The game between Tamimyo versus RVxGTR.
All right, the match has already started. The ball goes to Marquinhos, back to Sanchez, Sanchez to Ramos, Ramos passing it back to Sanchez, Sanchez to Mbappe, Mbappe again sending it back to Sanchez, Sanchez again sending it to Marquinhos, Marquinhos to Hakimi, Hakimi with a long pass onto Mendes. Mendes is in a very tricky position. If he does manage to get the rundown, he might be able to score, but still the French side is there, and they are going to send the ball flying, and it's going to be a throw-in. Messi with the ball, passing, trying to pass it to his teammate, but getting intercepted by the French side. Griezmann taking the run, sending the ball back to Kemo, and this is Hernandez. Hernandez, again, passing it to Hernandez. Hernandez to Griezmann. Griezmann is going to pass it back to Diaby, and he's going to pass it to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni, he's going to pass it to Diaby, but it's getting intercepted by the PSG side. PSG taking control of the ball. I think they're going to formulate a counter-attack, but that's going to be stopped by the French side. It looks very tricky, but still Messi has the ball. He's inside. He was almost inside the D-box, but unfortunately he got defended by the French side.
Like we said, like both of these are playing a really fast-paced game here. Like the passes are super strong. Like they're not holding the ball for too long. They're just immediately leaving the ball after. It's like almost one-touch game. And as you can see, the PSG are on the attack right now. Mbappe inside the D-box. He's passing the ball on to Verratti, but Verratti couldn't receive the ball, and the ball goes to Mbappe. Mbappe passes it on to back to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni passes the ball to Koundé. Both of the teams are playing a really high-paced game. It's only been 11 minutes in the game, but it feels like it's been forever because both of the teams are so aggressive. And now look at that, Mbappe inside the box, almost getting the shot over, but it's been saved by Donnarumma. And here comes the corner. Once again, they're back in the game again. Passes the ball onto Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni to Diaby. Diaby to Mbappe. Mbappe looking for a slight positioning to have the shot, but no, it will be stolen by Hakimi. Hakimi gets the ball, a huge pass to Messi. It will be intercepted, but it goes back to PSG once again. Messi passes the ball to Mbappe. Mbappe has really had a good chance to cross it on, but he chooses to pass it on to Messi. And the ball is intercepted by France, and now Frenchmen are the ones who are onto the attack.
And Diaby, he's just trying to formulate an attack, and the pass getting intercepted, but still the French side has control of the ball. And now it's Hernandez. Hernandez passing it to Diaby, but getting intercepted by the PSG side. And this match is super high-paced, and this is Messi. This is Messi against the French defenders, but the French defenders win this time, and it is getting intercepted. And now the Frenchmen, they have the ball back, and this time Koundé is in control. Koundé going for a run with the PSG defenders in front of him, and this is Griezmann. Griezmann passing it back to Coman. Coman is near the D-box. Good place for a cross. The pass goes in, and he shoots, but it's gonna get defended by Donnarumma. Donnarumma, man, he's gotta be one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now. The Italian goalkeeper, the Italian Samoa, and this time it is Kimpembe passing it to Mendes. Mendes again taking control of the ball. He is kind of trying to go for a very slim run, but I think it's gonna get intercepted by the French side. But this time it is Mbappe taking control of the ball, shoots, and it's a bit too far, unfortunately, for Mbappe. But they still have the corner, and the corner goes in, but it's gonna get intercepted by the French side.
Now Frenchmen are on counter-attack. As we see, there's a huge run coming in from Diaby. Diaby passes the ball on to Griezmann. Griezmann, he's all alone. 5 defenders of PSG on his side, and he has to pass the ball back to Diaby. In the back line, Diaby lost the ball to the defenders, but it wouldn't reach Mbappe, and now PSG are on a very immediate counter-attack. And now look at that, the interceptions from both of the teams are on the next level. They're just taking the ball away from each other, snatching the ball away from each other. It was a diamond, but it's not. Now, as we see that Frenchmen are still looking for an opening. Both of the teams have been attacking, both of the teams have been shooting, but there's been only few shots to the net so far. And now Frenchmen are gonna try for their next shot, try for their next block. Let's see if Donnarumma can save it, because Donnarumma has already saved PSG too many times. But once again, looks like it's gonna be the defender and Donnarumma cooperating forth from both of them to save another day, save another shot from the French attacking side. But it looks like they will be intercepting the ball in a very tight position, but PSG once again taking the ball away. Both of the teams are very neck to neck at this point, and the interceptions are like still coming out like on a next level here. And look at that, Frenchman just passing the ball casually onto each other, looking for an opening out here. And Mbappe is actually inside the D box, but it was almost as if he got his dream chance to shoot, but wasn't quite there for him.
And this time it is Mbappe from the PSG side, passing it on to Hakimi, Hakimi to Messi, Messi to Neymar, Neymar passing it back to Hakimi, Hakimi again getting a 1-2 with Neymar going, but it's gonna get intercepted by the French side. And this time it is Theo Hernandez, and he is trying for a run, passing it to Griezmann, Griezmann to Diaby, Diaby to Mbappe, Mbappe back to Diaby, again a great 1-2 forming, but it's gonna go out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw in from the side of PSG. Hakimi with the throw to Marquinhos. Marquinhos back to Hakimi. Hakimi passing it back to Sanchez. I think Sanchez is in a very good position. Passing it back to Hakimi. Hakimi to Mbappe. The Hakimi and Mbappe duo is real, man. And this time it is Mbappe passing it, trying to pass it, but it's going to get intercepted by the French side. Again, and this is Diaby taking control of the ball, sending it to Upa. Meccano, and this is Diaby once again, and Diaby, he is going for the run. He is already like a PSG defender was already on him, but this is Mbappe, and he shoots, but it hits the crossbar. Again, a missed chance for the French side, and this is PSG once again going for the counter. Neymar with an amazing pass onto Mbappe, getting defended by the French side. What great piece of defense from the French side. Did you see how greatly they controlled the damage?
Over the past 3 minutes, there's been 2 attacks from both of sides. Though this was a really, really intense first half of the game. Like, it was something like out of this world. Like, the attacks they made on each other were so amazing. I would say the MVP right now is PSG's goalpost. Goalpost saved 2 goals, man. Like, literally, that was the unluckiest thing ever. But yeah, Donnarumma did his best. Donnarumma saved 3 goals as well. So PSG defenses, they've been doing their jobs quite lightly. Though France, I would say they were on very aggressive side. PSG had the possession, I guess, somewhat. But maybe next time we'll see PSG more onto the attack. And we're back at the second half as we speak of, as we see PSG are back at the possession again. And they're actually doing the tiki-taka as we speak of. And the ball is on to Sanchez. Sanchez passes back to Ramos. Ramos to Mbappe. Mbappe to Verratti. Verratti back to Ramos. And goes for the long pass to Hakimi. They're looking for an opening. They're looking for any chances they could take. They're looking for any opening space on the French defense. But the French defense is too strong for them to open up as they take the ball away from the field. Now, looks like Mbappe is on the run. We'll pass the ball back on to Camavinga. Chumeni, back to Camavinga, Griezmann, against it, but the ball to Mbappe, is it an offside? Yes, it is, and that's a really huge disaster for the Frenchmen because they almost had the goal, but it was an almost goal. It wasn't a goal, so that's a really unlucky shot.
Yeah, the French versus the VAR, it has already been a very strong rivalry since the World Cup, and it's still continuing here in FIFA. And this is Coleman once again taking the run with an open field, going for the chip, but it's gonna get defended by Donnarumma. And this is, again, the ball goes to the PSG side. Hakimi passing it to Ramos, Ramos to Kimpembe, Kimpembe trying to get a pass down, but it's gonna get intercepted by Coleman. Coleman to Griezmann. Griezmann holding the ball. He is trying for that nutmeg, but unfortunately he fails. Ramos passing it back to Gigi Donnarumma, and this is Mendes once again. Mendes sending it to Ramos. Ramos, like PSG, they're just trying to hold the possession for the time being, not going too much on the offensive. They already suffered a massive blow, but they were saved by the VAR. And this is Ramos trying to pass, but it's gonna get intercepted by Diaby. Diaby passing it to Mbappe, and this is getting intercepted by the PSG side. And this is the PSG side on the offensive. Messi taking control of the ball against 2 defenders, passing it to Neymar, but unfortunately it's the French team, and they did manage to defend once again. This is Coleman taking control of the ball, sending it to Konate. Konate back to Koundé. Koundé, and the PSG side has won the ball. Neymar going for a 360, but unfortunately he got defended by the French side. And this is PSG with a throw-in. They are trying to formulate an attack, but I don't think it's going to happen. A great cross, Mbappe with a header, but unfortunately it's going to miss.
It went overboard.
Yes.
It went a little overboard from the header of the Mbappe. But it was a really nice cross coming in from Verratti. almost hit the net though. PSG took the ball immediately right after the goal kick. And now look at that. Mbappe has the run. Mbappe has the run on his side. And he will score a goal into the net of France defenders. He's scoring against his own nation. That's something not to be proud of. But it is what it is, right? Mbappe has the first goal and opening it up for Paris Saint-Germain. And it makes the score Paris Saint-Germain 1 and France 0.
And this time, I think the Frenchmen, they are feeling the pressure because they have played a very strong defense in the entirety of the game. And for the first time, they've conceded a goal. And now they are going a bit deeper into the defense. But this time, the Frenchmen, they're not leaving any openings. This is Koundé. Koundé is going for a run, but it's going to get intercepted by Verratti. And I think the throw-in is going to come out from France. And yeah, this is Konate passing it to Camavinga. And this is to Griezmann. Griezmann passing it to Mbappe, but he has Kimpembe on the defense, and Kimpembe, he is gonna steal the ball, and this time he's gonna send it back to Gigi Buffon, and this is Hakimi taking control of the ball, passing it to going for a pass, and it's gonna go back to Ramos. Ramos trying for a long pass onto Mendes. Mendes passing it back to Kimpembe, and this is Verratti taking control, sending the ball to Neymar. Neymar is trying to go in, and this is Mbappe back to Sanchez. Sanchez to Neymar, but it's gonna get intercepted by the French side, and this time the French side, they are trying to formulate an attack with a long pass onto Diaby. Diaby taking control of the ball. The field is open for a cross, but I think it's gonna get defended by the PSG side, but he's still there, passing it on to Tchouameni. Tchouameni going for a pass, but it's going to get intercepted by PSG.
Yes, the PSG defense so far have been doing good, but look at that, French just intercepting the ball right at the beginning of the time, but that was a missed pass, and the ball was getting intercepted by PSG defenders once again, and now they're on to the attack. Do remember, we only have 25 minutes left in the second half, and that might be a chance for France, enough for France to score a goal, but look at that. Their PSG are using everything, their body, mind, and soul to defend every attack coming in from the French side, and they will be managed to defend. And now they're on the attack again. PSG, look at that. Hakimi on the run. Hakimi tries to cross the ball back to Mbappe, but will be intercepted. And now France, they're once again. Oh, I think they're gonna win a free kick because that was a foul from the Paris Saint-Germain side, and now French men just have enough time to go for one last attack. 9 minutes left into the game, and they need to score an equalizer. If they don't, they go to the second leg with an aggregation of 1-0, and which is not really healthy for them. And they only have 8 minutes left in the clock. Frenchmen in the last moment attack.
And this time it's Koeman, and it's going to pass it back to Neymar. Neymar to Mendes. Mendes again back to Sanchez. Sanchez to Verratti. Verratti to Ramos. Ramos sending it back to Hakimi. Again, they're just trying to keep possession of the ball, trying not to give the ball out to the Frenchman. And this is Neymar taking control of the ball. He's in a very good position for a cross. I think he's going to go for it. Is he? He goes for a pass, but it's going to get intercepted by the French side. Once again, Koeman passing. Oh yeah, the pass goes to Koeman, and this is Koeman taking run, and Mbappe back to Koeman. 1-2 from the side of France, and this time it's going to kill Koundé. Koundé, he's gonna take a run. He's just trying to hold the ball. He's not too hasty about it. He's just taking his time trying to formulate an attack, but the PSG defense is just that strong because the ball is gonna get stolen by PSG, and this is Hakimi from the right wing all the way from the right back all the way to the right wing, and this time it goes back to Mendes. Mendes taking control, sending it to Neymar, but I think it's gonna get defended by Koundé. Koundé sending it back to the goalkeeper, and he's gonna pass it to Tchouameni. Tchouameni to Camavinga, and yeah, again getting intercepted by the PSG side. Neymar to Sanchez. Sanchez sending it to Verratti. Verratti to Mbappe. Mbappe to Neymar. He is set for a cross, but unfortunately he passes, and it gets intercepted by the French side once again. And with this, the game has come to a halt, with the game going to Tamimyo.
Yes, Tamimyo securing that first leg with 1-0 is like amazing. That one goal was really something else from Mbappe, and that was like really amazing run through from Mbappe. And Tamimyo securing the first leg is something. When you have the first leg secured, the second leg, you know how easier it gets, right? For them to secure the second leg. So yeah, with that said, first leg goes to Tamimyo without a doubt. Paris Saint-Germain, Mbappe securing for them.
Yeah, Tamimyo, he's gonna have good momentum for the second match. So we'll go into a short break for a little while, and after that, we're gonna be back with the second leg of the match. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back in a while.
Glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Discovery 1 FIFA Royale 2023. You guys are witnessing the first match of the night, and this is going to be the second leg of the match between Tamimyo and RVxGTR. And we'll go into the match in a bit. I'm your caster Zine along with Zion.
It's Zayn, by the way, thank you. But yeah, sure. We're back at the game again, and this is 1-0 still for the PSG side. You have to remember, and France have to score the equalizer if they want to stay in the game. And looks like they're immediately right off the bat. PSG are on the attack. They want to make the lead even greater. They want to make the lead even bigger. And now they're into the game. See that France are playing on the home side right now, and PSG are playing on the away side. And PSG taking the ball away. Verratti passes on to Messi. Messi to Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. Mbappe looking for a chance to score. And look at that ball comes to Sanchez. And Sanchez won't disappoint us for today as he shoves the ball into the net. 4 minutes into the game, Paris Saint-Germain makes the second goal for the day. Makes the second goal for Paris Saint-Germain. And now the lead is even bigger for France to take over as it goes to 2-0.
And this time it's gonna be France kicking off the ball. Griezmann passing it to Coman, and Coman taking control of the ball, going for a run. I think he's gonna get intercepted by the PSG side, but they could not do it. Mbappe sending it back to Coman. Coman passing it on to Mbappe, and he scores! The Frenchman again scoring. Oh my goodness, what a goal coming out from Mbappe. Beautifully played. And with this, the equalizer for the current leg has been set, but PSG, they're still leading with one.
They're still leading with 1 goal from the first leg. And that's something you gotta take up. But look at that, like goal scoring, like in middle of like 4 minutes, and then the second goal coming in right after that is something you don't get to see every day. It feels like World Cup vibes. It's like 3 minutes in, it's the same Mbappe scoring another goal. Though the first goal was coming from Sanchez, but yeah, it is something that we don't get to see every single day. 4-3, and now, with that said, we're back at the first half, second leg and game, and now look at that. Tchouaméni passes the ball onto Verratti. Now Koundé to Mbappe. Koundé still holding on to the ball, not releasing as soon as he would. Coman to Griezmann to back to Nuno Mendes. Mendes to Coman. Coman tries to go for the cross onto Marquinhos, but won't there. Now the ball passes on to Hakimi. Hakimi is still holding on to the ball. It back to Ramos. Ramos to Sanchez. Sanchez to Hakimi. Hakimi going into the corner, looking for a player from the right wing, but won't be able to find anyone. There's a nice defense coming in from Lionel Messi over there. Looks like it's gonna be a free kick, and Nuno Mendes take the free kicks. Will pass the ball on to Messi. Messi looking for Verratti. Verratti is still there. Verratti finds Mbappe. And there goes the ball to Neymar Jr. And he won't be disappointing us today because he shoved the ball into the back of the net where nobody will be able to defend that ball as he scores another goal for Paris Saint-Germain. The aggravation of 1-3.
This is Camavinga from the French side, passing it on to Mbappe, but it's going to be an offside. It's a very clear offside, and this time it's PSG back again with the ball. Sergio Ramos passing it to Messi. Messi to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Messi. Messi sending it to Kimpembe. Kimpembe to Marquinhos. Marquinhos sending it to Verratti. Verratti to Marquinhos once again, and this time it's going to be Hakimi taking control of the ball. He's going to go for a run, but I think it's going to get intercepted by the French side. But before that happens, he's gonna pass it back to his teammates. This is Mbappe inside the D-box. He's in a very dangerous situation for France, but the French side, they did manage to defend. And this time PSG once again having a corner to their name. Pass, that's Messi passing it to Neymar. Messi again taking control of the ball. Messi being Messi, trying to dribble as much as possible, and this is Messi in the right wing. Neymar taking control. He's getting surrounded by Frenchmen, and he's still taking control of the ball. Kimpembe, but unfortunately the French side, they managed to take the ball away from him once again. Coman going for a run. Coman passing it on to Camavinga, and Camavinga passing it back to Coman, but it's gonna get intercepted by Mendes. And this is Sanchez to Verratti to Mbappe. Mbappe getting tackled by the French side, but the ball is still in the court of PSG, and PSG still having control of the ball. Mbappe in a very tricky position, but he went a bit too far.
Yes, and what do you think, Brazil? Like, players are kind of have an adrenaline rush after like this first leg completes. Like on the second leg, they start immediately bashing onto each other's net. Like we see, first leg, you barely managed to score one goal, and the second leg, 27 minutes in, we already have 3 goals on our sheets, and now look at that. We might just see another one while I'm talking about goals, and it is none other than Mbappe scoring his second goal for the French side, and will score the equalizer for the second leg, making it 2-2 for the French side, and Mbappe the savior. Look at the amazing path coming in there, and Mbappe is never going to disappoint you from that distance.
And with this, the current leg has been equalized by both the teams, but in the aggregation, PSG is still leading with 1 goal, and this time it is PSG going on the defensive, and Mendes in control, sending it to Marquinhos to Ramos again sending it to Sanchez to Neymar to Messi to Mbappe, and he shoots, but it's getting defended by Magnan. What great piece of shooting coming out from Mbappe with the corner, and it's gonna get defended by the French side. Diaby taking control of the ball, but 2 PSG defenders are on him. Griezmann sending it back to Diaby, but it's gonna get intercepted by Verratti to Hakimi sending it back to Marquinhos to Kimpembe, and this is Verratti once again, but Mbappe managing to somehow secure the ball for their side, and this time the French side is there on the offensive, but again the PSG side, they have managed to defend, and this is Sanchez passing it on to Hakimi back to Kimpembe to Ramos to Verratti on to Messi to Mendes, but it's gonna get defended by the French side once again. Koundé taking control of the ball. I think he's gonna go in front, and Koundé going for a run, passing it to Coman. I think he's gonna pass it back to... Okay, he was gonna go for a pass to Mbappe, but got intercepted.
Yeah, that was a nice love pass. I mean, the French side, they're trying to go over the heads of the PSG defenders, which is clearly not working. But yeah, their attacks are really strong. If they manage to get one ball through their heads, that might be the equalizer for the total aggregation, and that might secure the score. And look at that, PSG are on to very aggressive side, a very wrong pass coming in from the PSG, from the French side, but it almost cost them a goal. But the ball will be missed, and now Frenchmen, they just get saved in the nick of the time. As we're talking about PSG, they steal the ball once again. Frenchmen, they're the ones who are on the attack right now. They get the ball stolen. PSG Coman is looking for someone. He's looking for Mbappe, but he won't be able to find him as the ball is stolen once again. And now Messi passing the ball to Verratti, a very nice cross coming in to Mbappe. Mbappe has the net all by himself. He goes for a long shot, but goalkeeper is there in between the goalpost and the goal, and in between Mbappe and PSG. Oh, Messi going for a shot, but will be picked up, and that's will be the end of the first half for you guys, as this is an intense second leg. Intense first half of the second leg, because we see lots of action coming in. We see lots of shootouts. We saw 5 goals. That was interesting.
Oh, the first match we just saw 1 goal, and in the second leg, already in the first half, we have seen 4 goals getting scored, and this time they're back again on the offensive. French side going in on the offensive. Diaby going for a pass, but it's gonna get intercepted by the French side. This is Messi taking control of the ball, passing it on to Mbappe. He is in a very good position, and this is Upamecano trying to defend against Mbappe, but Mbappe having control of the ball. What a great pass on to Kimpembe, and Ramos taking control. Marquinhos back to Ramos, back to Marquinhos. Sanchez to Mbappe to Verratti sending it to Messi. Messi is still in control. Neymar! What a goal from Neymar! Did you see? That is the Brazilian genes inside of him speaking, and they're just doing their Brazilian thing. And
Look at them doing the samba.
They are doing their thing.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about. That is the Brazilian gene. The Brazilians, they have the tendency to score goals outside of the D-box with like power shots like this. This was not outside of the D-box, but if you look at that, it was before the penalty line. And what a great shot coming out. And Neymar, man, he is one of the best in the world right now.
Yes, and the one that interests me the most is like the way PSG set up their goal. That tiki-taka play was completely onto the next level. It feels like I'm seeing Barcelona back in the days again, where Enrique invented this tiki-taka method where nobody could stop him. Like, that was something of a next level. Even I was getting confused where the ball will go next, where the ball will head next. And guess where the ball headed? Inside the net. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Messi once again and sending it to Mbappe. Mbappe going for a pass onto Neymar, but it got intercepted by the French side. This is Diaby once again sending on the ball onto Mbappe. Mbappe taking control. He's gonna go for a pass onto Griezmann. Griezmann going for a back pass, but it gets intercepted by Marquinhos. Back to Mbappe. Mbappe to Verratti. Verratti to Messi. Messi versus two defenders, but unfortunately a bad pass coming out from Messi. We don't see that often, but when we do, the passes sometimes can be really bad. And this time, Griezmann trying to take control of the ball, but it gets intercepted by Marquinhos. Kimpembe sending the ball back to Ramos. Ramos to Verratti. Verratti back to Neymar. Neymar to Mbappe. The field is almost open for him. If he goes for a pass, that would be a very good decision. But the French side, they decide to throw the ball out of the field for a throw-in. And I think the players are going to go for a bit of changes. And yeah, I think the PSG side, they are planning on some changes. Verratti probably will be subbed out for Mukiel, most probably. I don't know what our Tamimyo is thinking, but I think he's gonna go for something. We might be seeing something different time.
Yes, there's some might be different as we see the defense play style has been changed from both of the teams as well. And we do have to remember PSG Tamimyo is still leading by 2 goals. So if RVxGTR has to win this game or at least stay in this game, he needs 2 goals. And look at that, that was a really amazing shot coming in from Messi, but it will be blocked immediately as Frenchmen did a successful defense onto the PSG side, and now they're on the attack again. But it looks like they might lose the ball as Nuno Mendes passes it back to Marquinhos. Marquinhos, Kimpembe to Mbappe. Mbappe passes the ball to Sanchez, but it will be intercepted by Kolumuani. Kolumuani passes the ball back to Coman. Coman tries to look for Mbappe, but it won't be there for him. And now Neymar Jr. gives it back to Sanchez. Sanchez goes for Mbappe, but the ball will be intercepted and given back to Coman. Coman, now Frenchmen, they have a chance to attack. Diaby looking for Mbappe, looking for Coman out there, and Coman with the amazing goal out there, making it another for the Frenchman. And that was something of the next level, as that's the equalizer once again for the second half in the second leg. Like, this is intense. Both of the teams are scoring, making the equalizer, but that first leg goal is still onto the chart, which is causing the problem for RVxGTR.
And this time it's Konate sending the ball back to Upamecano. Upamecano getting intercepted by the PSG side. This is Mbappe once again! And Mbappe scoring once again! What an amazing person. Man, this youngster, he is built different. He is somewhat of a superhero for both the French side as well as the PSG side. And this is what we're seeing. Football player for 5 days of the week, and on the weekends he's a superhero, if you know what I mean.
I know what I mean. I know what you mean, but yeah, here is the little man, the young genius, Mbappe, destroying his own national team.
Yes, I mean, the Frenchmen, they're gonna be a bit upset about it, but they're still on the game. Like, they still have a chance because we still have 20 minutes on the clock, and the Frenchmen, they have not given up yet. And this is Upamecano. Mbappe still going for a bit of, going on the aggression, and they're gonna get stopped this time. This is Chomini sending it back to Diaby, and unfortunately they missed the pass, and it's going to go for a throw-in. And this is Messi taking control of the ball, sending it to Mukiel, and Hakimi passing it on to Messi. Messi has an open field, passing it to Sanchez. Sanchez trying for a pass, but it's going to get intercepted by Koundé. Chomini once again taking control of the ball, sending it back to Mukiel, but this is Diaby taking control now. And once again Camavinga has the ball, sending it to Coman. He is just holding the ball. I don't think he has stamina left for sprints. And this is Chomini back to Mbappe. Mbappe this time from the French side, but this is going to be a free kick. Oh, are we going to see a goal getting scored from the free kick? Nope, it's going to be a pass, and this is Mbappe once again, but the PSG defense is just way too strong right now.
Yes, we are in the last 10 minutes of the game, and we need to see 2 goals coming in from the side of France, from the side of RVxGTR, if he wants to keep on playing this game, if he wants to keep this leg open, because if he doesn't, that will be it for him in the top 16 round. But it looks really strong from Tamimyo, as his defense are really strong. Not only that, he's actually on the attack, as he has Messi onto the left wing. He goes for the pass. Neymar Jr. has the ball. Neymar Jr. has a moment to pass it back to Messi, but he goes for Mbappe instead and loses the ball. Now Frenchmen, they have a last moment, maybe go for that, but the ball gets intercepted. PSG are on the attack instead, giving the ball back to Mikelele, and now the ball is on to Messi. Messi loses the ball immediately, and it might be just over for France, because it's nearly impossible to score 2 goals in 3 minutes. We might have a little bit of extra time, but look at that. PSG, they are controlling the possession. Mbappe is inside the D-box. Mbappe has a chance to shoot. Mbappe passes the ball back to Lionel Messi. Messi goes for the shot, but he will miss the net just by a little bit. We won't see a goal coming in from the magical.
Yeah, this time it's Chomini back again. We just have 1 minute in the extra time, but I don't think we're going to see anything happen in the extra time, because PSG, even though they have the lead, they still have control over the ball. This is Sanchez going in the D-box, trying to shoot, but the crossbar just saves them. And the final whistle has been blown, and the second match goes to PSG as well. And PSG has won the entire match with a combined goal of 5 goals. And yeah, the Frenchmen in the second leg of the match, they did manage to score 3 goals. That's not something that, we can just ignore. That was a really great gameplay coming out from the French side. And RVxGTR, man, he is someone. He is a really good player, man. Gotta give props to him. But unfortunately, we can only have 1 winner, and this time it was Tamimyo.
Yes, Tamimyo securing that victory over the game with the 5 and 3 goals. And it was really amazing to see. But we're going to actually take a short break, and we're going to be right back after the break with the interviews of the players. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. 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 prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. Stage is set, and the glittering prize awaits. Doesn't get any more tension-packed than this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here with RVxGTR, the player who played France. Apparently, he had a very close game. It was really close. You almost had it in the bag. That second leg was something of an out of the world. But so, how do you feel playing this tournament by Discovery One?
ফার্স্ট অফ অল টুর্নামেন্টের ব্যাপারে যেটা বলবো 512 প্লেয়ার্স খেলেছে টুর্নামেন্টে এন্ড দ্য ম্যানেজমেন্ট ওয়াজ সো গুড অ্যাকচুয়ালি মানে বাংলাদেশে আমরা যে রেগুলার যেসব টুর্নামেন্টস খেলি অনেক ঝামেলা হয় অনেক গ্যাঞ্জাম হয় তাও কি লাইক 50-30 প্লেয়ার্স নিয়ে হয় সো আমি ফার্স্ট অফ অল ডিসকভারি ওয়ানকে থ্যাংক ইউ দিব যে এত একটা হিউজ টুর্নামেন্ট এত সুন্দরভাবে অ্যারেঞ্জ করার জন্য এন্ড এত হিউজ প্রাইজ মানি দিয়ে সো ইট ওয়াজ এ গ্রেট মেমোরি ফর মি
Yeah, it was indeed a great memory, though. You were very close, like literally very close. And among 512 players, you made it to the top 16. So that's something to be proud of. Like, you have any message for your parents?
I think they would be proud of me because I made them proud before, and this time I think they would be proud of me. But আমি গেস করছি যে তারা চাচ্ছিল হয়তো আমি আরো বেটার করতাম টুর্নামেন্টে সো থ্যাংক ইউ ফর দ্য সাপোর্ট এটাই আমি মেসেজ দিব আমার প্যারেন্টসকে
Yes, thank you very much. It was really nice having you with us. But still, you are in the top 16, so online and good luck next time. And we'll be heading to the winner's side, and my co-caster Razim will actually be the one who will take the interview.